Imagine a talented artist in a workshop. This artist can paint, write, compose music, even generate new ideas from scratch. You tell them, I want a landscape painting of a city at a sunset, and they create something completely new for you. That's generative AI, something that can create content, generate ideas, and produce outputs that did not exist before. Now, imagine a smart assistant that can not only paint but also decides what to paint next, picks up the brushes, sets the schedule, even delivers it to an art gallery. That's Agentic AI, something that can act autonomously, make decisions, carry out tasks to achieve goals. Basically, generative AI means creating, while agentic AI not only creates, it also decides and acts. Generative AI is about producing new content based on patterns it has learned. It's trained on large datasets, texts, images, music, code, anything, and it can create output similar to the input but never identical. Examples can be some of the applications that you have already used. For text, ChatGPT, Claude, Bard, or Gemini. For images, it's Midjourney. For code, it could be DeepSeek, GitHub, Copilot. For music, it's SoundRaw, and many more such applications. Now, how does it work? How does it function? It learns from large, diverse data sets. It's trained on massive amounts of content. It recognizes the relationships, grammar, structures, and then it creates the content. That's the third step. That's content generation. It creates new content based on the previous patterns it has learned. Now, then is refinement. It takes feedback and then refines the already made content it has. There are certain tools and architectures, basically, large language models which are used for text generations, diffusions and GANs for images, transformers for sequences, music, text. Now, all these topics we'll discuss in further as we move along in this playlist. For now, what we are focusing on is completely generative AI, the concept of generative AI. Some of the common uses of generative AI in real life include writing articles, product designs or prototypes, images, or music effects, something that we have already discussed. Now, coming to Agentic AI. Agentic AI goes a step further. It's goal oriented, it can take actions in a system, it learns from the outcomes. Think of it as a digital assistant with autonomy. Examples can be automatic drones, self driving cars, AI agents in games, or text automation agents. Now, the steps towards agentic AI. First, we have to define what we want to achieve with that particular agent. Then it gathers the relevant information that's required, and then it chooses what actions are required to achieve those particular goals, and then it performs the task, monitors the results, refines the process. That's the basic concept of any AI model that you will take. It gathers data, works on it, gives an output, learns from the results, and refines the process. Now, the real world applications for agentic AI are, for example, the chatbots that can book flights, schedule meetings, robots in warehouses, personal assistants for monitoring emails, summarizing, and organizing tasks, and many such things. Here are some key differences of generative and agentic AI that we have already discussed in this video. Now, understanding both generative and agentic AI, as a product manager, what you can do is completely automate the process, or take assistance of AI from ideation to autonomous execution of the whole thing. In short, if we take agentic AI and generative AI, it's the next evolution. And this is all we have to understand about generative AI and agentic AI. For now, it's the concept. As we move forward in this particular playlist, we'll dig deeper into the respective architectures and their purposes.